Palin's daughter speaking out. Showbiz Tonight is bringing you more. Joining me tonight in Hollywood, Leslie Marshall, who is a radio talk show host of The Leslie Marshall Show. And in New York, Cooper Lawrence, who is a psychology expert and the author of this terrific book, The Cult of Celebrity. All right, ladies, just 24 hours before the first octuplets are expected home, volunteers, designers, working like crazy to get the Octomom's new home ready for them. So where's the Octomom? At Disneyland, of course. Check out this new video from Hollywood.tv of Nadia at Disneyland and another theme park with her kids. Cooper, is this a good thing or is it a bad thing?
Well, you know, in normal circumstances, it's a good thing to spend time with the existing children when you have a new baby coming home. But when you're the Octomom, you have 8 about to show up. I mean, the idea that she has all these other people there who are taking care, you know, the designers and the people getting her house ready, where is she? It's just that sense of entitlement that other people, we're a community, you guys should pay for my life, here's where you can send your donation, and I'm going to be in Disneyland. You let me know when you're done paying for my life.
Well, but you're right, the older children don't need to be neglected. They need to get out of the house too, right? But there does need to be some sort of balance.
Well, this woman is totally about imbalance, as you know. I do agree that she's just showing her selfish, irresponsible side once again. I love that. But anyway, she does need to pay attention to the kids. I think it's excessive to do both Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm in the same day. I mean, they're really huge parks. I think it's great that these kids are getting something instead of just her getting everything. But she does have a whole crew. It's sort of like a trading spaces on crack at her house right now, so it's okay that she's not there.
And, you know, speaking of that, she got a windfall of help from Dr. Phil, a new nursery, interior designers, volunteer nurses from Angels in Waiting. She is still pleading for donations to help her. So, Leslie, is this okay, or should she just be lying low right now?
Well, she's not going to lie low. She should be taking care of her present children, preparing for the other kids to come home. That's what she should be doing, and lying low in that respect. But we know that she's not going to do this. And, you know, the more she's on television, I'm sure the more cha-ching is coming in. Cha-ching to buy the bling.
She's obviously getting money from somewhere, and she is spending it. As we know, somebody obviously is not happy with the fact that the Octomom is, you know, moving into her new house and into the neighborhood, wrapped toilet paper around the new house last week. But I've got to tell you, we've been getting a lot of calls into Showbiz On Call, like this one from Diane in Nevada saying, leave the Octomom alone. Listen to this.
Everybody needs to leave that lady alone, okay? Enough is enough. They put toilet paper around her house. She has kids to take care of. She does not need to be terrorized. And whoever did that, they got to be sick, okay? It's over. The babies are here. There's nothing you can do about it. You need to have time to think about what's going on in this world instead of worried about Miss Octomom.
Thank you, Diane. Cooper, does Diane have a great point there? Is it time to leave the Octomom alone, or as some people claim, is the Octomom just feeding the frenzy with these public appearances?
I think it's time for the Octomom to leave us alone. You know, she's the one who keeps coming to us. We're happy to leave her alone. But, you know, stop asking for money. Stop appearing on every show that'll have you. I don't think toilet papering someone's house is terrorizing them necessarily, but she is engendering this feeling in us, and that should tell her something.
Yeah, it's just not a good situation for her to be in or for anyone else to be in, for us to be in. Oh, mercy. Okay, now I do want to move to another big story making news right now. 19-year-old Levi Johnston is speaking out. He was planning to marry Sarah Palin's 18-year-old daughter, Bristol, after they had a baby together in December. Well, in a brand new interview seen this morning on Good Morning America, he talked for the first time about breaking off the engagement. Listen.
The engagement is off?
The engagement's off, yeah.
And whose idea was that?
It was both of ours. It's just us me not being mature enough or something, and having a kid and think it'd be better. No, better for us to just separate for a while. I'd like to get back together with her. I don't know what she's thinking one day, but whatever happens, happens.
Okay, it almost seemed like these two were forced together by not only the baby, but the spotlight on politics and teenage pregnancy. Cooper, do you think that they really ever stood a chance?
I don't think they stood a chance just because statistically teenage couples tend not to. There's never any resources for the father. But on the other hand, you know, you hope because the two were being pushed together, they would try to make it work. But he's right. They're not mature enough. Part of not being mature is not understanding consequences to your actions. I mean, it's too late. There's a baby there. But now he should really step up, and he should be a father to that child. We heard that he doesn't have any pictures. He hasn't seen the baby. He claims he hasn't seen the baby. So I think regardless of where their relationship goes, he still needs to be a father here.
In the end, some feel their breakup may have been the best thing that ever happened. Take a look at what Whoopi Goldberg said this morning on The View.
Realistically, they know whether they're going to be together. And thank goodness Levi said, you know what, I'm not ready. I'm not saying I'm not going to come around and be with my kid because it's my responsibility, but I'm not ready for this.
Leslie, very, very quickly, do you think them breaking up could have been the best thing that could have happened right now for them?
No, I'm kind of old-fashioned, and I think if you're mature enough to have the baby, well, then you got to be mature enough to try it, at least for the sake of the baby, the best interest of the child. Do I think it would have lasted? Well, 54% of marriages in America fail. They might have been one that failed, but give it a shot for the kid.
You know what? Very, very good point.
Agreed.
Leslie Marshall, Cooper Lawrence, thank you both.
Thank you.